Let's move to the final game here that we have not previewed for Wild Card Weekend. It is Texans and Steelers. Somehow, some way, Aaron Rodgers is back in the playoffs. One would think this has to be the final time that we will see this. Meanwhile, only thing standing in his way of a playoff win, C.J. Stroud and the Houston Texans, the breakout team that wasn't a year ago, has earned their way back to the playoffs. What does the model see in this game?
Yeah, not unlike the others. Not a lot of, basically no value on the spread or total. 38.5 total. Can be found 39.5. So I guess depending on which side you like, make sure you get the right number there. The spread -3. The 50%, granted, -102 odds. So you're basically getting even money and fair odds just about on the spread. So while it's not a value play, it's anytime you can get like pretty much even money on a spread, it's pretty nice, especially if you like that side, even, value aside. And then Texans actually get a little edge to win. They're favorites. It's a little juicy, -155, but 63.2% probability, 2.4% edge, and a little sweet spot from the model with what it looks like money lines, 15.7% ROI across 51 similar bets this season. So, one of the better spots for the model has been favorites on the money line in this little edge range here. So, truthfully, I will say I'm a little surprised to see that value, by the way, on the Texans money line as a favorite, because really, besides the Rams, they feel like the biggest favorite on paper to me. This feels like not an unwinnable game for the other side, but it's just where I would truly be shocked if the Steelers win this game. Covering the spread's a different story, but to see the Texans get value in what I think is a pretty mismatched game, very surprising to me. I think they have the personnel advantage across the board, save for the veteran experience of Aaron Rodgers and Mike Tomlin, who have been in this spot so many times. C.J. Stroud's had his little share of playoff struggles. We'll get to that in a little bit, but it does just track with the model's overall future probabilities to see the value on the Texans here, because we have them as our 6th highest Super Bowl probability. Steelers are the 2nd lowest, and they're only a field goal favorite here, -155. So it does make sense alongside our probabilities. I'm just kind of surprised at the number, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Pittsburgh played a lot of subpar defenses this year. Big reason why they were able to hang in it, while the Ravens didn't make enough moves to take it away during the regular season. Aaron Rodgers really game managed his way to more wins more often than not. One game since week 8 where he threw for more than one touchdown. Houston's 6th, I believe, in touchdowns allowed. Only 6 teams allowed fewer passing touchdowns than the Texans this season. Just not a really great matchup with a Steelers team that's pass catching group is really uninspiring outside of DK Metcalf, who is not necessarily easy to contain, but not really a high volume guy. He makes his impact on big plays, and if you can kind of take out the big plays, he's not going to beat you on huge volume. I don't know. Just think it's going to be pretty much controlled by the Texans here. If you look at the projections for the running game, the Steelers actually 89 team rushing yards here, 56 for Warren, 33 for Gainwell, but Texans can snuff out the run game really quickly. Seen that pretty much all year. Only 3 rushers hit 60 yards in their big 9-game win streak, and those were all really good running backs: James Cook, Ashton Genty, and Jonathan Taylor. And in 3 of those games, I just thought this was kind of interesting. The quarterback was the leading rusher. That's not going to happen in this game with Aaron Rodgers. And Gainwell's a lot more of a receiver these days. So if you limit Jaylen Warren in this game, I just don't think they're going to find much success. You're going to force Pittsburgh into the pass, and that's where Houston's most dangerous, if they funnel you into that pass game. So, yeah, I don't know. I think it's just going to be a tough run for the Steelers in this one. And I don't know, kind of a little surprised that the Texans aren't bigger favorites. I guess it's on the road, it's cold, experience, but just feels really Texans to me.
Yeah, I think I'm on the opposite side of you here, but I can see your hesitation for sure. The Texans are definitely the better football team. My interpretation of where the line is and just sort of the scout on all of this is is just a cold weather, defensive minded, grinded out field position game.
Yeah.
If it is that, I think that greatly favors the team with the veteran quarterback with Mike Tomlin at home. You basically have to believe that CJ Stroud can go manage a game outdoors that's going to play that game script. And if you believe that they are the better side, they should run away with it. I'm not all that convinced. Feels like Stroud to me wants to, make plays with his arm and beat you that way. And if this is a trench bound game, I think that could favor the Steelers in some senses. I was trying to look through and see what games CJ Stroud's played outside this year and what's happened. And he hasn't had many. They did go to Arrowhead and beat Kansas City, but that was kind of a dead dog Chiefs team at that point in early December. Outside of that, pretty much every game has been in really warm weather or indoors for CJ. So I don't know. To me, that would be my interpretation of, low total field goal favorite when pretty clearly the Texans are the better team. It's not like I'm rushing to believe in the Steelers here, but it has my attention at minimum. The main takeaway from talking through all 6 of these games with you is just this. These damn odds makers are on point for wild card weekend, man. It's killing me.
Yeah, they sure are. Some of these totals, man, are like right where you think the game's going to be. This one, honestly, I think might not be low enough. Maybe we're going to get surprised here. Maybe they, know something we don't. But just like you said, it's going to be a grinder. Whichever side you're on, it's going to be cold. There's going to be turnovers. So both these offenses are probably not going to move the ball at will. I just think it's going to be close no matter what. I'm leaning Texans. I would say give me the under and the Texans. You get like almost plus 200 and a little 2-legger for that. And if you like the Steelers and the under, you'll get even better odds since they're plus money. So whichever side you listeners are personally on, I think definitely think this game's going under anyway. Model doesn't really have a major lean there, 39 here. So I guess it's critical if you use the final scores if you're getting the 38.5 or 39.5. But
fun angle I just thought of here. This is TJ Watt versus Big Bro's old franchise. A little Watt playoff value on the line,
Yeah, there's probably some side wagering between them going on in this one. I imagine, yeah.
Yeah, kind of fun. Any props you have your eye on here? I will say, just from a quick glance at this is not the sexiest prop game for me, especially in a low-scoring, cold game. But I was surprised. I feel like there's more Steelers prop value here than I expected. Do you agree with me there? And do you see anything you like?
Yeah, it particularly is. I mean, all the touchdown value is with the Steelers. Whether you're looking at individuals, Kenneth Gainwell, Jalen Warren, Calvin Austin, Aaron Rodgers for over 1.5 passing touchdowns. That's almost plus 200, 39.8%. So you want plus 150 there. Pretty good edge. But yeah, no, I don't think I'm like jumping to bet a lot of props in this. I don't hate this one. Kenneth Gainwell under 5.5 receptions, but it's pretty juicy. Minus 144. But with DK back, I do think he's going to lose a few of his targets and probably feature maybe a little more in the running game. But not sexy is definitely not the word I would use to describe these prop markets in this game. The unders are appealing, but the lines are all going to be taxed a bit for that same reason. So, it's I don't know. It's just tough to really get involved. Touchdown values here. We'll get into that in a little bit. For fun with our touchdown parlay, but no, not a lot of appealing prop stuff.
Unless you're a huge Kenneth Gainwell guy, not the prop betting game, and that does not apply to me.